Good evening, everybody, or morning, or afternoon, wherever you all shall be. Even though I doubt anybody other than my lovely independent living teacher will see this, which is why I am recording it. Not to show you people my lovely gameplay in the background of Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, or Siege as I will refer to it throughout the rest of the video, because I'm rather a lazy person and do not enjoy saying an entire sentence just for a title of a video game. Alright, well, I'm sure you guys don't know who I am, as I have been over this. Well, I am Sephtis, and obviously my teacher will know my real name. But rather, since this is the internet, and many people tend to get freaky and interesting, I shall say, I don't want my real name out there. Plus, I would rather be known as Sephtis than my real name, because Sephtis is... it's a name that I chose, well, more so a moniker, but it is still a name, instead of my real name. Now, it's not that I don't like my real name, but, you know, free will is always lovely. So, plus, you know, I've grown up watching people like Shroud, I mean, I guess Ninja in the recent years, not so much Ninja, Dr. Disrespect, Scump, plenty of content creators on YouTube. I could make an entire list on them. And they obviously use their monikers instead of their names. So, it's just a part of gaming that I enjoy. Now that you know who I am, well, who I want to be, rather, why am I here? Well, I want to be a gamer. You know, I enjoy gaming, like many people. The billions of people on this world that have probably played at least one video game within their lifetime. And I would like to pursue it. I would like to hopefully make a living off of it one day. Or maybe just entertain people and show people what gaming is all about to a certain skill level that I can obtain. Because I'm not like Shroud. I'm not, you know, super nutty at games, and I can't win every game that I play, every gunfight that I get in. I can't, you know, I'm not some super nutty gamer, but, I mean, I feel like I'm also, at the same time, better than at least half out there. Or I can get to be better than at least half of the gamers out there that I see on YouTube. So, I would really like that. And the big issue, really, is the amount of time it takes. And because you gotta build up a community, which, I mean, I should have started a YouTube channel a long time ago instead of, you know, I'm currently 16, turning 17 within a month. So, I'm starting really late. Meanwhile, you see all these kids out there now, these, like, 11, 12, starting YouTube channels. People want to laugh at them, yeah, but in reality, they got it down. If they keep on grinding, they're gonna end up having massive channels out there. I mean, some already do have massive channels, but, you know, for the most part, if it's taken you a while, if you keep up with it 7 years later, you're gonna have a solid community behind you, backing you, and you're gonna be able to very possibly make a living off of this if you want to, whether it's through the very sketchy ways. I say sketchy because they're not foolproof, you know, like ad revenue, because, well, simply put, revenue can be taken away from you as quickly as you have gained it. And, I mean, yeah, you can make money off of ads after you've reached a certain amount of subscribers, viewership base, but that's only if you're also raking in consistent views. And, you know, it also depends on what level of consistent views you're raking in. For example, like, say you reach 5,000 subscribers, then are only getting about 500 views per video. The ad revenue that you're going to receive on that, if any, is going to be very, very low, to where you're not going to be able to make a living in the real world off of that, because it's just not simply high enough. So it's going to take some time, or I might not even ever reach my goal, which would suck, to put it bluntly and very simplistic. But I mean, I feel like with enough determination and ideas behind one, behind anything, not behind one, but behind anything, that you can do anything. And I feel like I can do this. I mean, a lot of people do, and then they fail, but I mean, isn't that kind of anything and everything? Like, how many people have tried to write a book before but failed and haven't gotten it published? You know? How many people have tried at job interviews before and not gotten a job because somebody else got it? So, people fail. Those are great. I would say learning really trips, but I haven't failed very much, so what do I know? But money is not a very consistent part of this community for people who are not as popular as, say, Ninja, Shroud, Dr. Disrespect, I mean, even Pokimane, and they recently just mentioned PewDiePie, you know. You have these massive names and communities with millions and millions and millions of followers behind them, and so they're able to make a living. But just look at the grind that they had to do behind that. So I just want to be another one of them, pretty much. Maybe not on the same level as PewDiePie, because that man has over 100 million subscribers, and I'm not gonna lie, that many people watching my content would be nerve-wracking, to say the least, because, I mean, that's a little under a third of the U.S. population. So just think about that. You know, it's crazy. Yes, with the money, with the gaming industry, and I mean, it's sketchy unless you're a professional player, because professional players are signed by contracts. Well, I would say for the most part they are, because they have an org backing them. But I suppose depending on the esport or that you're playing, you might have a professional team, but you might only get paid by tournament winnings or match winnings. So it's a little bit different, and I'm not too well versed in that area of knowledge when it comes to gaming, because as far as I'm aware, that's not really a part of the Siege game. Because say you're signed to a contract to an org. Yes, you play in tournaments for money, but that can be a main form of income, but it's more so a juicy bonus and incentive to perform really well. And with Siege, it's most likely the game that I want to pursue. I mean, I am a console player right now, and I have some crazy ideas, let me tell you that, on what I want to try within Siege. And, well, since this is going on my channel, this is my first video, I should explain this. Well, with Siege, console gets a lot of crap handed to them. And, I mean, I'm a console player, so I don't like it very much. It's rather infuriating, to be honest, because something that I put so much time and love into, it just gets smashed and run through the mud by people that are playing the same game, you know. I've played Destiny over the years. Well, I gave up the game, but I've played it before, and there's so much love within that community, regardless of what you play. I mean, you weren't even able to play on Destiny on PC until D2. And when that switch happened, you didn't have the community split, break, and just attack one another. I mean, there was so much support from everybody, doesn't matter what you play, whether it's but with Siege, there's just so much toxicity behind it. And I'm not saying that that's necessarily a bad thing, because it enables certain people to rise through the game, when with other games they would just fall short and fail. So as a console player, I want to see how well I can perform against PC players. I've messed around with it with a cheap PC previously, and to be honest, I got smacked. But I mean, that's all the more reason to try at it even more. And if I can succeed, who knows? Maybe I might even become more popular than the infamous priest within Siege. So that's great. And I mean, I love gaming, so it's not just money, but money is the one thing people always care about whenever I bring up that I want to do gaming. Like, you can't make a living off of that. Well, maybe I can, but the fact that some people can means that I have a chance. And I mean, if I try hard enough, I'll get there. And hopefully people will maybe not watch my first video, because it's not the best quality, but see some videos that I will upload in the future, and then come back to this video, just as a fun little reminder that this weird kid from nowhere, absolutely nowhere, just can do something with the internet. Well, I grew up like watching people do this, and there's a fascination behind it as a child. And I mean, if you think you're smart enough, you just blow it off, just like, wow, that's not possible to make a living off of it. And then, you know, as the years progress, people are able to continuously do it without stopping. And you start to get more and more curious on, like, wait, do you mean to tell me that I can do this too? Or have a similar experience? Maybe not the exact same. Like, maybe I can't make a full living off of it, but maybe I can at least do it. You know, I feel like it's fun to, well, I didn't do much editing in this video. My lovely brother did most of it. Well, most is not being honest. He did all of it, but, I mean, hey, I'm not good at that type of thing, and I asked for help. So, best advice I can give, ask for help when needed it. When you need it. Well, I mean, who am I to give advice? This is a YouTube video, not some lifestyle video. But, I mean, I want to do what I love. What I love is gaming. Other people can do it. I want to be like them. But yet my own self at the same time. Because, I mean, gaming has been the one thing that I've been able to consistently keep up and do ever since I was at least 7. But I know I had gaming consoles even before I was 7. But, I mean, I picked up my first ever first-person shooter game when I was 7. Call of Duty. So, that was, yeah, well, that got me hooked. And then, Siege ended up getting me hooked. And I have, I mean, some crazy aspirations and dreams and ideas when, if you would ask somebody from Siege what they are, a console player trying to beat PC players. It's unheard of, even with Priest, really, because, I mean, I'm not trying to trash talk the guy, because he's gotten places. I haven't, so give respect where respect is due, you know, he's a console player and he's able to contest PC players. So I want to do more than just contest. I want to beat PC players. I want to get some respect on console players because there are so many more players out there just like me who are able to at least beat mouse and key users on console. So I want to do that. I want to do gaming. Thank you guys. This has been Sephtis, and I hope that you guys enjoyed those background clips.